Hi, I'm Jill Galloway. I'm an artist educator at the National Portrait Gallery and a full-time artist with J.J. Galloway Studio. In today's Open Studio lesson, we're talking about DC monuments and how to draw them. So you might wonder why in portraiture we would worry about something like that. Because to make a portrait full and the composition full, you have to think about not only what the sitter looks like, but where you will place them or what their setting is. So we're going to look specifically at the Washington Monument today. You don't need to have any skills for this lesson. It's very simple, basic shapes. Let's get started. For today's lesson, you'll use construction paper, a pencil and eraser, a ruler, and some colored pencils. Let's start with the horizon line. The horizon line is the line that separates the ground from the sky. There's 3 different points of view when you draw a horizon line. For example, human eye view means the monument is eye level with a human. Then there's mouse eye view, where you're looking up at the monument. And finally, there's bird's eye view, when you're looking down at the monument. Let's take a look at the obelisk. You will only be able to see 2 sides. Notice how one side is in the light and one is in the shadow. The top is 2 small triangles tipped into a point. Our horizon line will be a person's eye view. Now we need to make a single line marking the top of the monument all the way down to the ground. The Washington Monument is an obelisk. An obelisk is a stone rectangular pillar with a tapered top forming a pyramid. Now drop 2 lines from the pyramid down to the ground. Notice how they slope outward. Now to make those lines straighter, you'll get your ruler out and just retrace them. There's a circle of flags that run around the base of the monument. To add those flags, you'll start with making a circle around the base of the monument. Next, just place flags evenly spaced around that circle. Now, when we talk about adding color, I like to suggest everyone start from the background and work themselves forward. So the background, of course, would be the sky. The sky will a lot of times define the mood of a drawing. I've decided on a nice sunny day here. So with the sun on the left-hand side of the monument, you can see how that side of the monument is brighter than the opposite side. There's a shadow side and a light side. When you're adding color like this, you'll see that the sunny side will have a little bit of yellow in that monument, and then the shady side will have a little bit of blue. Next, you'll add the green grass on the slope. Notice how I'm making the grass darker on the bottom because this is a hill and it rises up. Here's a fun tip. If you're using a wax-based colored pencil, you can take some turpentine and rub that over top of the pencil when you're finished. See how it blends the colors together to be less streaky and more of a solid pattern? Here's a selection of portraits from the National Portrait Gallery collection that have some DC monuments in the background. See if you can identify the monuments. Thanks so much for joining me for today's Open Studio lesson. I hope you learned something. I would love to see what you came up with in your DC Monuments drawings. If you wouldn't mind posting them on social media with the hashtag MyMPG, then we can all check it out. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time.